Hey guys, welcome to Algebra Day 1. As always, as you take notes, make sure that you write down everything that I write down and keep your notes nice and neat. Okay, how many of you can solve this problem? I'm guessing 100%. If you can solve that problem, you have been doing algebra already. In fact, you've been doing algebra since first grade. If we were solving that problem, we would put an 8 right there, wouldn't we? Because 8 plus 5 equals 13, and you probably just knew intuitively to find the difference between 5 and 13, which equaled 8. So in math, sometimes we don't know a value or a number. In that case, we assign a letter to the value. Let's see, I'll tell you what I mean in just a second. You might remember seeing models drawn like this in the past, where maybe this portion equaled 20 and you didn't know this portion. And usually you probably would have been given a total for the whole. What we're doing in algebra is, instead of representing that unknown portion with a question mark, we're going to represent it with a letter. It means the same thing, that the quantity is unknown. So that looks like this. Maybe this value is 20, just like our model up above. But now this unknown area is going to equal n, or x, or y, or something like that. All right, let's look at your notes. Vivian and Maya make the following table to compare their ages. If Vivian's age is 6, Maya's age is 8. If Vivian's age is 7, Maya's age is 9. If Vivian's age is 9, Maya's age is 11. Are we seeing the pattern here? When Vivian's age equals 12, Maya's age equals 12 plus 2, so 14 years old. When Vivian is 15 years old, Maya is 15 plus 2, or 17 years old. So, if Vivian is n years old, how old is Maya? How do we write that? Let's take a look. Go ahead and fill in your notes up to that last question underneath the table. All right, so when Vivian is n years old, how old will Maya be? Maya is going to be n plus 2. Let me go back there so you can see it. N plus 2. That's the third question on right underneath your table there. Okay, let's talk about some definitions. N stands for any whole number and is called a variable. You're going to fill that in on your notes. A variable is a symbol that represents an unknown quantity. As always, guys, feel free to pause the video so that you have time to write, because I'll go through this pretty fast. What formula can we use to express Maya's age? N plus 2. Here's what this looks like modeled. If this is Maya's age, so the whole bar graph is Maya's age. This is Vivian's age right here, which we already decided was n. Maya's age is n plus 2. N plus 2 is called an algebraic expression. It contains an unknown number represented by n. When the value of n changes, the value of the expression n plus 2 changes accordingly. Okay, really quick side note, you guys. N plus 2 is an algebraic expression. X plus 5 is an algebraic expression. Y plus 2 is an algebraic expression, and so on. When we have an equal sign, all of a sudden we have an algebraic equation. So equal sign means we change that word to equation. There we go. All right. these over here are expressions. All right, let's write algebraic expressions for the following. So we are buying some books and some notepads. We want to write an algebraic expression that expresses the total. So if my book is $4 and my notepad is $3, I could write an expression that says 4 plus 3. Now, if my book is $4 and my notepad is N dollars, my algebraic expression is 4 plus N. What if my book is B dollars and my notepad is $3? Then my algebraic expression is B plus 3. Okay, another little side note, why the parentheses around the 4 plus N and then the dollar sign? What that means is that the dollar sign applies to both B or N or whatever. I'm going to use this last expression to demonstrate this. The dollar sign applies to both B and 3. So we're just talking about both of those terms in terms of dollars. So we're always going to write our labels like this, outside of parentheses, plus the equation. All right, let's write an equation or algebraic expression for the following. Ben had 35 marbles. He lost 8 of them. How many did he have left? All right, let's write an equation. So we have the value of marbles that he started with. We have the value of marbles that he lost. How many marbles did he have left? 35 minus 8 is 27. If we were going to model this, it would look something like this. Ben had 35 marbles to start. He lost 8. How many marbles did he have left? We would be able to easily find out that 35 minus 8 equals 27 marbles. Okay, now we don't have the values of, or the value of the marbles that Ben lost. So Ben had 35 marbles and he lost X of them. We're going to start with 35. How many marbles did he have left? So there's our model for 35 marbles. He lost X. How many did he have left? Well, we're going to write an algebraic expression for this. So we started with 35. We lost X. So we're going to say 35 minus X marbles. And that's how many he had left. We don't actually know the number, but that's okay. We don't really need to. We can express that as an algebraic expression. So that's my answer for this quantity right here. We had 35 minus X marbles left. All right, now let's do this the other way. Ben had M marbles and he lost 8 of them. Now he's lost 8 and we want to know how many marbles did Ben have left. So we'll write an algebraic expression for this. We're going to say M minus 8. And our answer for this quantity here is M minus 8 marbles. Okay, go ahead and do the toyos on your page and then come back and check your answers. Pause the video here. All right, let's check our answers. Okay, number 1, you should have written 8 plus 5 equals 13 years old. 1B, how old will he be in X years' time? Our expression is going to look like 8 plus X years. Letter C, 10 minus 2 is $8. And letter D, if Jim, I don't know if you have Jim or who you have on your page, but if person has M dollars, how much money does other person have? I have Jim and Travis. Sometimes our notes are a little bit different than what I have. But give the answer in terms of M. It's going to look like that. M minus $2. Okay, this one I'm going to demonstrate. So the answer is W minus 5 kilograms. But let's look at this model. So Tracy bought W kilograms of flour. Okay, so this is how much she bought total. She used 5 kilograms of it. And we want to know, we want to express the amount of flour left in terms of W. So we want to know this portion right here. Okay, so that's why we're going to do W minus 5, because our W is up here. We don't even know the total amount. It's just W. We do know the amount she used. It's 5. And then we're going to stick a label on it. It's kg. Okay, now we're going to do something fancy. We're going to substitute in a value for W. Letter B says, if Tracy bought 8 kilograms of flour, how much flour had she left? So now we say 8 minus 5, and we can all do this pretty easily. So 8 minus 5 is 3 kilograms left. So what we just did right there was we substituted a value in for W. And we're going to get into that more in the future, not so much today. All right, so let's look at a tip. So if you are trying to write an algebraic expression with a variable, substitute a number for the variable first, then change the number to a variable. Here's what I mean by this tip. So for example, this should say 7 right here. Okay, Tracy bought 7 kilograms of flour. She then used 5 kilograms of it. How much did she have? So you've got this algebraic expression where Tracy bought some amount of flour, and let's see, what did we use in example 2? I think we used a W, right? Well, let's just pretend that W equals 7 for this example. She used 5 kilograms. How much does she have left? So what we're really going to end up with is W minus 5 kilograms, just what we went over. But sometimes that's hard to figure out. So if you use just some random number and substitute it in there for your variable, it can be a little bit easier to see if you have the right, or if you have your expression set up the right way. So here I've substituted in 7. So 7 minus 5 equals 2 kilograms. So obviously if W equaled 7, she would have 2 kilograms left. Well, we don't actually know what W equals, but that was just our hypothetical situation. So now we can substitute W for the 7 kilograms, and we can see that it does work. You know, she had less left than she started with, so our expression looked like it worked, and we'll substitute back in the W. All right, you guys, so homework tonight is worksheet called Algebra Homework, Algebraic Expressions, Addition and Subtraction. So hopefully you have that at home with your makeup work if you're doing makeup work this evening. If not, grab it when you come to school tomorrow. All right, that's it.